put up a guide from Steam to get us help with some of the other endings in the game. To save up on some time, I'll skip most of the dialogue up to the next choice. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have a feature where you could skip red text already. I don't mind reading the rest of the novel, the visual novel, until the... we read this already. Yeah, up to the next choice. Yeah, I don't mind reading the rest of the visual novel. That's not an issue. I just wanted to save a little bit of time from, like, skipping just the main beginning of the story. Alright, so let's see. I remember I chose... Shit, I forgot who's who. Alright, this one is Venus. Yeah, okay. That's Venus, and that's Mercury. This was Jupiter. Mercury, not Mercury, Neptune. Venus and Neptune. Neptune, okay. Yeah, I don't recall which choice I had previously picked. Should have wrote it down. I'll go take care of the next one, guys. Catch up, okay? She goes, but Group South doesn't. They just watch. We can't focus on what we're doing or enjoy it while being watched by someone expecting something who won't say what and won't leave. Venus keeps getting distracted by the lights, and Neptune is keenly aware of the pit in her stomach. There is truly nothing ruder than denying us distraction. God. Seriously, what do you want? Nothing. Nothing, you're cool. Nothing. You're cool, he's the one in trouble. Really? Must not be, since the captain's not here. Group South stares at Venus. Venus ignores them. They can stick around if they want. We can pretend to fix the siren all night. Hey, Venus. Hey, Venus, you're taking a while. Hey, Venus, you're taking a while. Need help? No, Captain said I could do it alone. Go away, it's distracting. Don't you have somewhere else to be? Isn't Captain going to be mad if he sees you slacking off? Nah. He was pretty pissed off last time, wasn't he? Nah, we're supposed to be here. Everyone was laughing. It's Venus's fault. Nah, we're supposed to be here. It's Venus's fault. God, I wish. The worst thing Venus has done is not fuck up hard enough to get us all kicked out. What is your problem? Trying to get him to do something right, when you could be doing something productive like fucking up and get us all sent home. Yeah, ask him. Yeah, ask him. Yeah, ask him. The captain doesn't like you. Hey! I don't know why he doesn't like you, but the more you try to get on his good side, the worse he'll make it for you. He doesn't need a reason. He hates it when people try to get on his good side. He hates it because, like, it's like you're telling him what to do. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Venus, you have to be done by now, right? Venus. Venus! Oh, yeah, I had finished a while ago. What are you even looking at? Oh, it's nothing, don't worry. I'll come down. Venus climbs down from the siren, which crackles softly with the faint static of the radio again. It's louder than normal. God is already warning us. What? Thanks? And, sorry for fucking up all the time. I literally don't care. They're idiots. They don't get it at all. They're so obsessed with you, it's so weird. They hate me, though. Obviously. Is that supposed to make a difference? Does it not? Oh god, I really wish you would fuck up so bad even the captain hated you. It'd be a good look for you. Oh. But I don't think I actually could mess up on purpose, I mean. It's literally as easy as doing nothing. I know. Sometimes it feels harder to not do something than to do something. I wish I was a little more like you. You deal with stuff so easily. Venus. Yes? You're never allowed to think I have it better off than you. Ever. It's the worst thing you can do. Oh. I'm sorry. Sometimes I kinda envy you, Venus. And other times, I really kind of don't. 8 p.m. The road there is through the woods, but not far. We just follow the sirens to where they're covered in vines and their lights don't work so well anymore. Um, it's fine. It's fine. We still can't quite believe it's a house humans are supposed to spend a night in. It has electricity, unbelievably, and also illegally, because it could likely burn it down and kill everyone. Uh, what is it? I'm trying to think of something positive to say, but, I can't. It's a work of actual art. I'm truly impressed. In all kinds of ways. Seriously, I'm in awe. No ordinary idiot built this cabin. An ordinary idiot would have given up long before this. It takes a truly extraordinary idiot to keep at something he has no idea how to do. I pray we never have to meet him. What? I was just thinking, it's like guaranteed the captain built it, right? If you tell a joke with a face that straight, someone impressionable like Venus is gonna believe you and be terrified for the rest of their life. I'm totally serious. Can't you imagine how proud the captain would be of himself? He'd never think he was doing a single thing wrong, right? There's like half a dozen horrifying shacks here. He must have had so much fun. God, hold me please. You chilled me to the depths of my soul. Jupiter snaps her hair tie against her wrist. There's something wrong with the lock. Is it broken? I don't hear any static. It really is broken? Oh, that's so dangerous. No one would leave it unlocked like that, would they? No, they wouldn't. They could have broken it and not told anyone. That'd just be like Group East. I think Group South was here last? Or them, or anyone. They're all jerks who'd rather let the next group take the fall than fix it. So what does it matter which one it was? The crystal and whisker look fine. It looks like someone tried to tape it together, but it must have come loose. It could have already been like this, but this kind of charm doesn't break that easily. I don't think. You just need to make sure the wire is securely touching the Galen. Jupiter relaxes slightly. She is more worried about the devil than any of us, but all of us are worried. They're not that worried. Humans are more likely to kill you than the devil is, statistically. Alright, this one says Jupiter and anyone for the second choice. Jupiter symbol is 21. Alright, so last time we chose Jupiter and Neptune. So we'll go with Jupiter and Venus. There's probably some wire in the weird. Ugh. There's probably some wire in the weird little shacks in the clearing out back. Have fun. This shack is full of shelves and drawers, all neatly, maniacally squeezed along the four walls. It's much prettier and sturdier than the one we're staying in, but it's inhumanely small. The houses seem to have been built from modestly large dolls. We have to hunch over to get in, and we can't move without bumping each other. We have thought of two possibilities for how this has happened. The possibility, which is weird, is that someone, possibly the captain, decided to make a zero point 0.6 scale house on purpose for 0 point 0.6 humans or dolls or fun, and then turned it into storage. The possibility, which is scary, is that someone, possibly the captain, completely finished this scale shack before realizing his measurements were off in the first place. If we find the tape, can you fix it? I think so. But it's kind of worrying for it to be like that. Maybe we should call the captain? We could do that? But let's try not to get it. Let's try to get it working first, okay? I'm a little worried. I'm sure it'll be okay if I talk to him. You'll be fine. I promise. I believe in you. Really? Just search the drawer, Venus. We root through the drawers again, a little more intently. Are you scared of him? Got it. Oh, yay. I almost have it. It's way easier than I thought. See? Nice. I'm glad. I really didn't want to have to go back to the captain. Yeah. I don't know if it's really that I'm scared of him, but he does make me worry. Oh, he doesn't hate you or anything, I don't think. I mean, he's nicer to you than a lot of people. Why does everyone think that? He never got mad at me, but I don't like being liked by him. It makes me think there must be something wrong with me. I don't want to be the sort of person that he likes. It makes me shiver. He likes people he can make a little uncomfortable and won't give any trouble about. Like us, I guess. Exactly us. We're the only people he likes, after all. I don't think he's going to do anything terrible. No, he wouldn't, but I don't know. Maybe he already did? Like, how you don't have to touch someone to touch someone, you know? That sounds weird. Forget it. We're supposed to sleep in shifts, but no one actually told us how we're supposed to do that. Who can fall asleep in an instant and wake up in an instant on demand? Not us. Jupiter is bad at waking up, and Venus is bad at falling asleep, and Neptune is fantastic at both, on no schedule but her own. One way or the other, sleeping sounds like too much work, so we're not going to do it. If we had one more, we could play this game. Is there anything fun to play with 3 people? This is where we play the 3 minutes or 7 minutes in heaven thing. This one says we need Neptune and Venus. Neptune and Venus. Okay. Yeah, completely different choice. No. There's loads of things. Maybe. Let's not, though. I miss this game. Surely there has to be something better we can do with our lives. I'm very upset at you both. What are the things normal kids are supposed to do in this sort of situation? Like, truth or dare or something? That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. That's a great idea. I guess it's an okay idea. Well, it's not terrible. Great. Everyone agrees. It was a wonderful idea. Neptune, you go first. Hold on, let me go ahead and mute this. Why? Because seniority. I'm the oldest, though. Then because for some other reason. Fine. So, how do you play truth or dare? Oh my god, are you for real? You alternate truth or dare, and you go around in a circle, and whoever... I need to save you two from yourselves. Oh, that sounded fine to me. No. Everyone, shut up and listen to me. If I go first, like you just said, I ask you truth or dare, and then you pick, and then I think of something horrible. Okay? I cannot believe either of you. Oh. Wait then. It's too late. You already said I could go first. Own it. Okay. Venus is like, what the fuck? Alright, so it's Neptune and Venus. Let me figure out. Neptune is the, like, trident looking thing. And Venus is the female symbol. Which is this one. But Venus is, I could be wrong, but Venus is trans, right? Like, because even they were confused, because they were like, we don't know whatever Venus. And then when I was looking back at the video from the first ending we wind up getting, they used she, and then like throughout here it's they're using like, I think they used he. I could be wrong. All right, so Venus and Neptune. Fine. You then. Me? Dare? Seriously? Yeah, is that okay? Your entire camp experience is defined by someone making you do something awful. You want to pick dare? But you won't, right? Venus. That is the most dangerous thing you have ever said, and it explains everything about why terrible stuff happens to you all the time. Oh. So, do you want to pick something else? But truth is way worse. Truth is just embarrassing. But with a dare, you could get hurt, right? See? Jupiter gets it. Would you pick truth too? Absolutely. I don't want to move or do anything, and there's nothing you can think of to ask me that would be embarrassing. I think I still want to pick dare, though. I mean, it's kind of like Jupiter said. Truth is embarrassing, and dares could get you hurt. Getting hurt is way less scary. Okay, that is insightful. That's almost pretty clever, but what if I dared you to do something really embarrassing? Well, I can make you wear a skirt or run around the lake or call Group South the worst thing you could think of. These are so boring and obvious, too. Think if I had some imagination, Venus. It can get so much worse. Being awful is so trivial. It's easy beyond easy. Should I pick truth then? Tell me who you have a crush on. What's your worst fear? Who do you hate the most? See? This is so easy. Get it? I can... Are you okay? It doesn't matter which I pick. You're still at their mercy. It's a bad game. I'm sorry. I don't know what to... you can't just apologize. Wait, I got it. I dare you not to say sorry for the rest of the night. Oh my god. I can do that. Can he, though? No, it's perfect. It'll fix something annoying, and this will make everyone's life easier and all of us win. Is it really annoying? You shouldn't have to apologize for things you don't need to apologize for. Sorry. Whoops. So, what happens now? Nothing! Because this game is stupid and sucks, and forget it. Sorry. That was on purpose. Jokes? Seriously though, do stop. 10 p.m. It always seems like the sun will never set until we look up and find it already has. The sirens buzz a little louder now. They always buzz louder at night. The devil is weak and humans are strong, and that is the way it always has been. Even a kid can kill the devil. All she has to do is try. I'm bored. We should make the rounds, maybe. We should do something else. We should make the rounds. Or we could do something else. Come on, we have to. It might be nothing, but if we don't check, we'll get in trouble. Or die, you know? Jupiter pulls herself up by her radio. It's long and thin and delicate. But then there's that awful weight at the end. Let's all go. Bring your radios. And leave everything else? Yeah? Why not? It's not like anyone's going to steal it. What if he comes by when we're gone? That's true. Who cares? The captain. A lot. Probably. I know. But it's not good for one of us to be alone. That's why there shouldn't be 3 of us in the first place. This is such a joke. It makes sense for 2 people to go out and 1 to stay here. Yeah, fine. Yeah, we should do something else, actually. Truth or dare again? Oh, come on! After all that! You already convinced me. The sirens are louder tonight. I can definitely hear something. No, forget it. I don't want to. Let's just not. He's never gonna know. And tonight, just going to turn out to be another night where nothing happens, right? I don't want to. Let's just stay here. That's what I was saying. What if the captain comes, checks on us? Nah. He's going home with his girlfriend or whatever she is tonight. Irresponsible. Gross. Whatever. It's so him. He's not going to bother us, and even if he did, we could say we were totally just about to, or we already did. And how's he going to know? Cool. Good. Jupiter sits down and gently leans her radio against the wall. It's an easy and correct choice to make. It would have been nice to go together, but we can't. We should do the irresponsible thing and stay in the sleeping bag and piles of clothes until we're happy. Here comes the sirens. No, ow, they're so loud. God, why won't he shut up? The god has spoken on that unmistakable frequency. Two of us have to go. One has to stay. Alright, shit, alright. This should be the fourth choice. The fourth choice is Venus and Neptune. Venus' symbol is this one, and Neptune's symbol, this is Neptune. Alright, yeah, okay, Venus, Neptune. Just triple checking. I'll stay. Oh, okay. This is so unfair. It'll be fine. They won't give me that easily. I'll broadcast from my radio, and you'll be able to hear it and come home. It won't be hard. But I don't want to do it. We leave Jupiter swinging her radio and tuning the house radio. The trails through the woods are wide and precise. Camp is supposed to be an easy adventure. The minimum expectations are low. Let me mark the next choice options. Don't walk off the path. Keep the lights on. Don't let the devil in your heart. Anyone can do that. Well, I guess that didn't work. We were so close, though. We totally could have gotten her to let us all stay. Oh, I know. Sorry, I started trying to convince her we should stay once I realized what you were doing. She likes being alone, though, so I think she'll be okay. It's fine. It was silly to try. She's too responsible. Do you think she hates us? It's not even her fault she's at the Summer Scouts, like it's ours. Venus, can you shut up? Please? Oh. Sorry. Jupiter doesn't hate anyone. She's like an ascetic monk and not giving a shit. Ascetic. That's ascetic. Ascetic monk and not giving a shit. People stop walking over her because she doesn't care enough for them to get a rise. And that's the only reason people do that. It's so annoying. Why do you care about what she thinks? I don't know. I think she's cool. I don't want to be a bother. Of course she's cool. She's just all half smile and sorry, and no one bugs her about anything ever. Do you not kind of hate that she's so cool? Why? I wish I could be like that. Because it's fake. No one is that invincible. If it hurts, you should say so. People are supposed to get hurt by things. It's fucked up to not. It's not good for you. You two, Venus, have a little more self-respect. I know that. It's not like I'm stupid, you know? I worry about her too, you know? Don't you want to at least make stuff a little easier for her? No. I want to make it worse. I want to make it so bad she has to say it. I want to hear it out loud. She shouldn't keep living like she's never going to get it off the tip of her tongue. I don't think she's ever going to. I really do wish I was like her a little. But still, I'm a little glad I'm not her. I wonder if maybe she wishes sometimes she wasn't her either. Maybe. A lot, I bet. Maybe all the time. Do you ever feel like that? Do I ever what? Sorry, What? Do you? I do. Yeah. Let's head back. Sometimes I do too. It's normal. Let's just get it over with. 11 p.m. Is it 11 or 2 p.m.? I don't remember what it. You can barely hear the sirens anymore. Guys, it's fine. Sit still. There making me crazy. I'm still a little worried. It's always like this. The devil always shows up when you least expect it. You two are unbearable. All we literally have to do is chill. You can do that, right? Right? I can try. Well, not really. God, I should have known. You are both impossible. I'm so glad I brought this. Oh my god. The bottle is half drunk and sticky and smells of paint thinner, sugar, and artificial flavoring. And that is exactly what it is, along with some additives that will shave years off of your lives. I said your, but it's ours. No need to praise me too much. You can thank me by drinking this until you're no longer anxious and annoying. That's... I'm... It's always gonna crack me up. This is fine because either way, I'm gonna drink it until I don't care how anxious and annoying either of you are. How did you even get that? I traded this fine bottle for 20 bucks and my 3 ugliest shades of nail polish. Aren't I generous? I haven't ever had alcohol before. Oh god, it hurts just to smell. Are you sure this is something people can drink? Impossible, the both of you. I swear to god. Sorry it's not an Italian red, my darling princesses. I also don't have martini glasses or umbrellas either. But I promise you, adults are lying assholes about alcohol and all this shit is samely awful. What you should be saying is, Neptune, thank you so much for getting some with the chaser already in it. You perfect darling. You're saving us the embarrassment of throwing up after our first shot, and you ask for nothing in return but us to shut the fuck up. You're an angel who doesn't deserve any of this. Sorry? Thank you? Neptune, thank you so much for... Don't get smart with me. I only have 2 shot glasses, so who's going with me? Alright, so it's Neptune and Venus. Neptune... Neptune and Venus. Okay, hold on. Neptune. This one. Yeah, okay. Venus, you go. Me? No, I really shouldn't. Thank you for offering, but I am... Venus, you are drinking with us. But we'll get in trouble, and it's not allowed, and it's illegal. I think you are having a problem understanding the situation here, Venus. Just by being in the same room with this bottle, you are already an accomplice. You'll be held just as responsible if we're found out. They won't care at all if you didn't drink. You're already guilty, sweetie. So how about you just give in and drink? Well, Besides, Jupiter thinks this is going to kill us, so please prove it won't. This is an important service you are doing. No promises that I will live. I won't let you if you don't. Cheers. This is so bad. Come on. Can't you at least put on a good face? Thanks, everyone. All my doubts are clear. Jupiter's like, oh, fuck this shit. I feel like my stomach is trying to punch me in the face. Be tougher, please. No, I refuse. Utterly. What? Are you drunk? Lies. Venus, you are absolutely teetotally drunk. This is historic. I'm not at all. I'll take another shot and prove it. Somehow. You are completely on. God, it's actually worse. I feel nothing. I'm a wall. How does anyone live long enough to get used to this? It's crazy. I can't believe you at all. You were so scandalized a minute ago, and yet you are literally the drunkest person in the whole universe right now. You're a jerk, Neptune. You know what your problem is? You're gonna tell me? Oh, please do, Venus. I'm so ready. Your problem is that you hate yourself. Duh, Venus. Everyone feels like that. You're gonna have to do way better. No, true. Ugh. It was something about how, like, you treat hating yourself like a competition. I totally had it. Sure you did, huh? Drink up. Jeez, this is awful. I think I'm warming up to it. Ugh. I'm lying. It feels like death. But, like, nice and sugary. I don't care about anything, and it's so great. You know what your problem is? Is that you... that you... you... Oh, God. Help. I can't... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? Bath. Room. I'm gonna throw. I got you. I promise. Jupiter, come help. No, it's just... Help me. Okay. Okay. This is so awful. Help me, why won't it stop? It'll be okay. I don't think we drank that much. Right. It's not the... Oh, God. Oh, no. Go away, Venus, go away. No, you have to... Oh, Neptune, what? I said go away. Neptune? What's going on? I said it's fine. It's a lot. It's a lot worse than you said. It's still fine, I promise. I swear. Venus, I promise I am not lying about this one. I promise. It'll be better tomorrow, okay? We just have to get through it. Please, just don't tell Jupiter. Okay? I won't tell her. Thank you. I'm sorry. It's okay. Venus, your problem is that you are very nice. But you want something. And you think being nice is going to give it to you? But it never will. And until you figure out what it is you want, every kindness of yours will be full of that want. Like mine is. Your problem, Neptune, is you think being mean is more honest. But you're just as bad as Jupiter and me. We are bad kids, aren't we? I hope no one finds out. Me neither. 12 a.m. You're sure you're okay, Neptune? Fuck off, please. We're finishing this goddamn bottle and nothing will stop me. Alright, so I wonder if she was possibly puking up blood or something. Like maybe she got something wrong with her? Like it doesn't explain. Am I drunk? Okay, who's talking? Jupiter. Am I drunk? Am I still drunk? This is hard. I don't get it. How are you supposed to tell? This bottle is almost empty, and you two are babies, and that is a 100% objective measurement. We are that thing. Drunk. Excellent work. 10 points to Hufflepuff. Wait, stop immediately and say that again. I mean, Venus is drunk and also hearing things. I totally wanted Hufflepuff, but the quiz put me in Slytherin. Are you serious? Same. Oh my god, really? But wait, I see it. You're just like, what's her name? You know, Nymphomania? Something? The one with the cool hair and intense expression and the kind of gay... Exactly, wait. It was Nymphadora. Oh my god, she hates that. She goes by her last name. And how the hell are you still sober enough to be able to pronounce and remember it? I'm not drunk. Venus, come here. Okay. I don't know. Do it. Okay, sorry, Jupiter. But Venus says I'm supposed to hold you down until you drink. I'll drink it. What? Boo! You ruined. You both are no fun. Ugh. Oh my god. Are you drunk? Is it finally possible? Ugh. I need a second. We did it, Venus. Thank you for your support. That's the power of teamwork and good finding. 10 billion points to us. Good job. You win, you two. What are we playing next? What are we playing next? What a good question. We already did Truth or Dare, I guess, but there's probably something more awful and worse, right? Oh, like 7 minutes in heaven? Oh my god! Perfect! That is the worst, dumbest idea. Yes. No, wait, that's not. I will win. I'm sorry, that'll be hilarious every time. You can't win it though. God, let's. Bravery is for that other house. I declare it my turn. Alright, next one is supposed to be Jupiter plus anyone. Jupiter is the 21 symbol. We already went with Jupiter and Neptune, so we should probably try Jupiter and Venus. It says it doesn't matter. It just says Jupiter plus anyone. Sorry, I'm drinking my little things of tea real quick. Alright, so Jupiter plus anyone. So we'll go ahead and go with Jupiter and Venus, because I keep forgetting their names. So we are here. Yep. Um, why? Because that's the game. I thought you were going to say Neptune, so I. What about Neptune? Why not you? You're safe. You're like a puppy. You're harmless. Did you lose your nerve? Except when you talk. Sorry, I just thought. You're so fluffy. Wow. What do you do to your hair? Basically, nothing. We're friends too, aren't we? It's not weird. We're friends? See what I mean about except when you talk? Oh, sorry. People call any group of kids friends even if they were just forced to spend time with each other. And actually kind of hate each other though. No, because like even in the other playthrough you could tell that this group obviously does their best to try and defend the other ones, especially when they're like really insecure. The other one will give them something of like a prep talk. Like little ounces of encouragement in their own way. So it doesn't seem like they're genuinely strangers, but like they honestly do get along with each other. Like they often tell the other one, don't take shit from other people. People call any group of kids friends, even if they were just forced to spend time with each other and actually kind of hate each other though. Jesus, Venus. I don't know what to do with you. I know. That's why I play dumb most of the time. Like, about you and Neptune. But I don't want to get in the way. If you were that worried about me and Neptune, that's actually a pretty cool friend thing to do. Does that make you my wingman? I'm kidding. This is all jokes. You sure are not like other boys. Thank you. It would be a lot easier if I was, though. Thank you. I finally found a compliment you like. I envy boys a little sometime too. Isn't that the good thing about them? That they're easier? A more straightforward sort of evil? Boys hate you to your face at least. At least you know how they feel about you. People say that a lot. Is it true? Maybe this sounds weird, but actually, I don't think the boys are any different. I spend a lot of time with boys, you know, and they're mad to your face, sure, but they're always mad about something else too, you know? I don't know how to describe it. They hide what they're mad about by getting mad about something else, and they don't even know it. Like the captain. What's the captain really mad about, you think? I don't know. I thought it must just be being here like us. But I think that's not everything. What do you think I'm mad about? You're not mad. What am I then? I don't know. You're lying. I thought you said you were getting annoyed because I kept talking about it. That's so right. What about you then? I'm mad about a lot of things, I guess. Liar. You're not mad. You're jealous. Why are you so jealous? It's flattering, but it's weird. I don't know. We're so mean, though. We're mean to you. You aren't, at all, and Neptune isn't. I wish I could be meaner. Wish I could be so much meaner. When you are mean, though, it doesn't feel mean. Like you said, we're friends, right? Yeah. You know, you could be a little mean, and we wouldn't care. I don't want to, though. Sometimes you're still mean without meaning to be. I know. I hate it. I'd rather get made fun of than be mean. You shouldn't say things like that. Why not? I don't want to. I just don't. I know I'm bad at getting anyone to like me, and I'm weird, and everyone else can deal even though I can't, but I can't. I'm just going to be like this. I'm not going to be any different. You're asking to get beat up. I don't care. But for real, I said I'm fine. You're frustrating. Jupiter snaps her hairband. Venus feels something tighten around his neck. You... Venus? Venus? I've got you, What is this? What? Whose hands? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm okay. Oh. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay, I'm fine. It's okay, I promise. It's not. It's not okay. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. The sirens are still going. A little. Does this sound worse to you? You're imagining... The room fills up with static from our radios. And there's another sound mixed in with the static, but none of us can tell what it is. Whether it's music or talking or some sort of sound in between. The house radio. Is it the captain or Group South? Is it God? It's not the devil. Why aren't the sirens going off? What's wrong with it? I can't tell. I think the signal is too weak. Let's boost it. Venus wraps his radio around the house radio, and Neptune plunges hers into the wood. Jupiter lights the coil of incense nestled in the middle of her speaker. It turns red for a moment. I don't think anyone's signaling. West groups, West? This is Group West. Who's calling me? Even the devil can use the radio, you know. The devil could do whatever, and if you worry about every little thing, that's just another way he can get you. Don't you read, Lewis? We're the only ones out here. There's no one else to come here. I don't hear anyone. What should we do? We could ask God. That sounds kinda... No, I promise it's easy. We just need some extra wire. I just have to open the radio box and... Okay, as long as you do all the work, I am fine with it. Someone should get... Someone should... Okay, who's talking? Jupiter. Someone should go get wire. Venus can stay here and tinker, and one of us should spot for him. I don't want to have to go back to the shacks. Rock, paper, scissors? Sure. Alright. So this last one is supposed to be Venus and Neptune. Venus, Neptune. This is Venus, Neptune. Alright, yeah, it's these two. Okay, so this one should be the red ending. You know, to be honest with you, I don't even remember what ending we ended up getting. I remember I know for a fact we wind up getting the all the things she said ending. We got something else, but I'm not particularly sure which other ending it was. Maybe it was this one, where it goes no prince for the princesses, which is the red ending. Even if we got the same ending again, we got new dialogue that we can kind of mule over. Alright, so... I said it was supposed to be Venus and Neptune. This is a symbol for Venus, and that's the symbol for Neptune. I guess I'm going? Scream if something horrible happens. Do the same, please, as loud as possible. Like that? The worst. Try harder, I won't save you next time. See you guys later. She's okay, I guess. Does that mean you like her? Just work on the radio. Oh, is that a no? Are you trolling me on literal purpose? A little. Wow, Venus. I'm almost impressed. You are. Deep down, kind of a little shit. I didn't mean it in a mean way. I wasn't teasing. That's so much worse, Venus. I guess I just don't get it. I don't like being mean, and I don't want to be mean, so I truly try hard not to be mean. I don't get any of the just kidding because it's not just kidding. It's just mean. Does it really not bother you when everyone is mean to you? No. I couldn't care less. They are all just simply bad at it. What are they going to make fun of me for? I dare you to answer that question. No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Seriously? You totally can, though. I'm an evil bat, right? I'm a bit... Can I say that? I mean, I've been cussing, and cussing is fine as long as I'm not, like, derogatory terms or anything like that. I'm, like this one right here. I don't think I can say this one on YouTube. I'm a bitch and a flirt. I'm a bitch because I let people know where they walk over me, when they walk over me. I'm a flirt because boys keep talking at me. And this is somehow my problem? Because they can't get over themselves and leave me alone? How is that fair? Why should I get hurt by that? It makes me so mad. Why would I be anything but mad about all this stupid, obnoxious bullshit? Oh. Get it? Yeah, I think so. I feel like I shouldn't get mad though. Okay, yeah. Alright, Venus. You're like getting on my nerves right now. Like, you're supposed to turn the other cheek? Actually, you know, I've heard in the Bible, because like that's like directly from, I think it's from a quote from the Bible where it's like, you know, Jesus turned the other cheek. But supposedly when people were like really analyzing the text and going from like the original text of the Bible, the original language, supposedly in that term, turn the other cheek, Jesus was basically telling the guy, like, hit me again and see what's gonna happen. Not like just turn the other cheek or walk away from the issue. In the Bible, it basically states, like, hit me again and find out. Like, fuck around and find out. Like, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. Ever think people who love to say that just love slapping people? Yeah. But you don't have to be like that, you know? You're the only boy here I can stand. So I guess keep doing whatever it is that lets you stay that way. Thanks. You too. 2 a.m. It's done. Well, shall we tune in on God? Whatever. We could also try calling the captain again. Yeah, we could. Just stop. I said I didn't care. Just go ahead. Calling will absolutely make everything worse. It always does. If there was any chance the devil wouldn't come, God will ruin it. But who cares? Of course the devil is coming tonight. So do it. We arrange our radios in a circle. We all hold on to a length of the copper wire. We feel like we're part of a Christmas display. We pray. We don't really need to pray to it. Sorry, I'm just so used to it. I start hearing it in my head. As soon as we start, every time. Right? It just pops in my head. Same, it's fine, I'm just saying. We hold hands. We're looking for the signal. We can tell the difference between God and the devil. Finding God is pretty easy. He's on this radio station. The devil is never on the same frequency, but you sometimes hear a bit of him by accident when you're changing channels. By the time we find God, he's already talking. He never says, for those just listening. He expects attentiveness. Okay, now we're doing God. A hand held against the world, to be touched and to touch. Touch is a language unto itself, and it too is a language of power. Thus unto Jupiter, which is also the language of gravity, according. God sounds like every boy you are afraid of talking at once. The fist which can give takes too, and gives by taking or takes by giving. Just as a word is honest or dishonest, not by how it is spoken, but by he who speaks it. So it is the honesty of touch. What a waste of time. Shh, listen. Whatever. Each of you shall choose. It is certain that the devil is coming. Oh no. It is certain. I told you. It is absolutely certain the devil is already here. Parables 1... Well, I forgot. I don't know how to read that. The devil is only the shadow of man cast from the light of God. The meaning of this parable is that there is no devil. The weather is scheduled for 100 with humidity tomorrow. And now for the news. Jupiter shuts off the radio. I don't want to do this. We should have called the captain. What would he have done, even? Something else? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not like being the devil means you're going to die. The devil just happens. Don't pity me. It'll be the end of something. It's me. Don't pity me. 3 a.m. We know the devil. Jupiter has a feeling about her, like she knows too. The house creaks, like someone is squeezing it gently, to see how much it can take before it breaks. We look at Jupiter and we worry. She's even more far away than usual. What do we do? We're expecting her to know, but right now she looks so tired. She just snaps her hairband against her wrist. Also, I did lower the game audio, so I'm hoping that there is a difference. Like, maybe you guys can hear me much more clearer than that music that's playing right now. We're expecting her to know, but right now she looks so tired. She just snaps her hairband against her wrist. And we know. We can wait. Can we? Sure we can. We can keep waiting. Dawn is 3 hours away, right? It'll be here before we know it. We don't need to know who the devil is. It's just a phase. Right? Come on, you're supposed to agree. It's a good idea. Make fun of me, then go along with it. Please. We know. It's obvious. I know you know. I didn't think you were dumb, I just was hoping. We can feel it. It's like a moth It's like a moth flapping its wings, but I can feel fingers on my face and my arms and everywhere. Gross. I'm gross. I feel so distant. When did it happen? It feels like just a few hours ago everything was fine. This always happens. I always do this every time. I'm so stupid, I'm so... My hairband broke. There is a horrible sound. The terrible noise of splitting and tearing wood. It's sick. The house shivers. We can't reach her. We can't speak. Not in the storm of hands. Don't touch me. You shouldn't touch me. I wasn't born good. But I still thought I could be. You know, I actually liked when the captain talked about how heaven was on merit. As long as you do good things, maybe you can one day be good. But then they said we don't believe that anymore, and it's only what's in your heart that matters. Just when I thought I got it right, they changed it. I can try hard, but I think God knows my heart isn't really in it. And that was my only shot, right? Mom taught me not to touch others. It's just polite, you know? And Dad taught me not to let others touch me. You gotta protect yourself if you're a girl, you know? But if it's only what I feel inside that matters, what am I supposed to do? I can't stop that kind of touch. So what if I just stop trying not to, you know? It feels so strange and weird and bad to stop, but I could. I really could, I think. And how nice would that be? The humidity is thick with hands. We feel the sweat peeling off of us. We feel the sweat peeling off of us. And the hands grasping. The devil comes in heat, not like a chill in the middle of the night. The devil sticks to your skin and seeps in your pores. The devil licks at your throat inside, outside, follows wherever you go. Even the best kid has the devil inside her. This is why we're at camp. We are learning this lesson. Even the worst kids can get lucky and live, while the good kid is doomed just from trying too hard. We hold each other. If you can't, if you really can't, Jupiter, then we don't care. We don't care. You can be like that and it's fine. You know we're like that too, right? We feel like that all the time. We would have just given up if it wasn't for you. Y'all are sweet, but don't do that. I won't be happy if you do. And I won't let you. It's wrong to want such thing. You know that, don't you? So don't do it. I still know that much. Stop looking at me, or stop looking up to me. We don't look up to you. We never did. We promised, so please, don't try to make me feel better. I want to touch. I want to be touched. I want to hurt. I want to be hurt. And if you feel the same way, you're just as bad as me. I was hoping you'd say, get behind me, or I rebuke you like you're supposed to. Won't you let me feel like a real devil for a moment? We don't have to like it. At least give us that much. Okay. Are you okay back there? My cat fell off the window. Oh shit, what happened? On Jupiter... Ow, fuck. I forgot about that. On Jupiter, there is an ancient storm bigger than Earth that's been blowing since before we were born. There's no way to imagine it. It is a storm that could consume everyone you knew, everywhere they had been, the site of every thought and feeling humans have ever had. Jupiter reaches out to us. She has a hand for every kind of touch. That hand is for hitting. That hand is for petting. That hand is for grabbing. That hand is for holding. We feel the pull on our skin and recoil. They want so many things from us, maybe everything. The devil is lonely. We kicked out the devil and it must miss us. It keeps begging to be let back, for us to let it in. And Jupiter did. Every wish of the body belongs to it, and every wish is a hand expressing that desire, and every hand is a storm that is bigger than the world reaching for us. But it will not. The hands don't touch us, and the storm doesn't break over us. We choose to be distant from her, and the devil only ever gets one moment. For revenge, for love, for, please take me back. There's nothing to fear when there is two against the devil. Neptune brings the water. Her radio cackles and bubbles and foams at its sharpest edges. Venus brings the light. His radio whines and wriggles and coils around itself. Our radios scream and crash against her, and the devil is destroyed. 5 a.m. Did she do it on purpose? Maybe a little. Or maybe a lot. At least a little. Jupiter just looks so peaceful. It was the first thing that came to mind. We both thought it would be us, so it still feels strange to be looking at her like this. Not in a bad way. We're not upset at her. We just want to know why. Because it was so clear for us. Back when we were walking to the campfire, I thought it would be me. I was so sure. I guess I'm wrong sometimes. For me it was. I think when we were putting up the lights. I already saw it in the corner of my eye. And then when Group South came, I felt so, well, you know. Yeah, I know. The smell of incense is awful enough in here. But outside the tent, the groups are tying rags to their faces to endure the smell, while they try to smoke the whole forest out. We have the privilege of being on watch. It shouldn't have been her. Normally you're like, don't patronize me. No, you are right. It should have been one of us. Either one of us. I don't care which. Jupiter moves in her sleep. Venus moves the candle out of her way. You're very attentive. Thanks? I keep thinking, don't worry about it. What are we going to do? Fight over which of us hates ourselves more? What's the point? Neither of us can beat her. We hold hands. Or, it turned out we already were. We got our achievement. Alright.